Hey everyone, I'm Candace.
I'm Latoya.
And I'm Sherelle.
And we are Sistas Unscripted.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We are completely unscripted, where we talk about all the things, all the shit, whatever we want, from the eyes of Black sisters. So stay and kick it with us.
Let's get into it.
Hello, sisters.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Sisters Unscripted. How's everyone been doing?
Pretty snazzy. How about you?
Yeah, just life doing its thing, just trying to do things one day at a time right now. What about you, Toy?
I'm in grieving.
You're in grieving?
Yeah, my show closed and I'm missing performing already. And then, seeing the Michael Jackson movie, just reminders of what I want to be doing and not forgetting why I do what I do and what my purpose is and stuff. But I'm in good spirits. It's just, when you close a show that you wanted to do for years, and then I feel like it's awakened some really awesome things about myself as a performer and an actor and a singer, that I just miss it. I miss it.
I know. I hate closing shows too. It's unless it's a show that I'm like, it's done. It's time. But when there's shows like the one that you're talking about, when you have a close-knit cast and a good script and just the overall experience is very pleasant, it's really hard to put that away. So I hear you and I understand. But you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
It was amazing. So, and I got a chance for our listeners. I got a chance to see it her closing week. Saw it with Mom and Terry, which is always an interesting experience when there's adult content going on, because you feel a little awkwardness sometimes. And I'm
Now
curious.
you know how I felt when we watched Hair and y'all got naked. And I was like, and at the time I was my boyfriend. I was like, "Don't you fucking look." It was my sisters. Don't you fucking look. And then we have our aunt that's like, "Where them dicks at?" Anyway, but to be transparent, you guys didn't show anything. So, but
yeah, Latoya
still,
and I didn't show anything.
yeah, just the thoughts. This is kind of welcome to my life with Hair. Was it Hair? It was Hair. No, it wasn't Hair. It was Hair. No, you're
Hair?
right. It was Hair. That's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway,
That's funny. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I haven't had a chance to really talk to Mom about it. So I always wonder if she feels awkward in situations like that. And I think it would have been, I don't think I would have felt as awkward if it was just me and Mom. But with Terry being there too, I was like, I didn't know what he was going to think. So I was like, so I tried to just let it go and just enjoy it. But that was there at the back of my mind.
it wasn't even that racy.
I know.
The most, speaking of awkward moments, I'm kind of going off topic, but I think the most awkward moment that I had experienced while you guys were doing theater was when you and Dad were in the play, Candace.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's so crazy that you brought that up, because Mom and I and Terry just talked about that the other day.
I still don't have words for it. That was crazy.
You felt uncomfortable? I was the actor.
Listen,
that was weird.
That was some good acting if I've ever seen it. That was something. That was something else. That was something else. When the belt started coming undone, I was like, "Oh, jeez." Like, what the fuck is this? I think our audience is going to need a little bit more context.
Yeah, thank you. I was just thinking that, Toy.
Well, Candace was in a play called, what was it called?
Ruined.
Ruined. It's a Pulitzer Prize winning play written by Lynn Nottage, incredible Black female playwright. If you don't know her, it's history. You need to be looking up this woman. But Candace played a character. I forget the character's names.
Mama Nadi.
Mama Nadi. And so she was like weren't you the watcher over all the ladies?
I have the brothel.
The brothel and it's set in Africa, yeah? Or the
Yeah.
Congo.
No, the Congo.
It's set in the Congo, and these army men come in, and then they like, we'll take her. And our dad played like one of the army men, and he's like, no, I want Mama Nadi. And grabbed Candace and like, yeah, the belt, and did he like pick you up and take you off stage or something like that?
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not.
I can't remember.
Absolutely not.
Maybe
I don't
maybe
think
was
there was any
dragged up,
I don't think there was any I don't think there
or
was any
someone stepped
contact.
in.
I don't think there was contact. I mean, I
don't
think
think
it
so
was
either.
more like him being over me, and just that I think it was like the idea of it. And it was clearly people knew what was happening.
What I remember is that something happened, and then Candace, your character, you like obviously made a fuss of it, and then started running away. And then as you're running away, Dad's character, Gross, was aggressively coming at you, and while that character was coming at you, he was undoing his fucking belt.
As the lights begin to dim, and you're like, no.
I know. And then the whole time, so I'm like, oh no. Oh hell no. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. I just couldn't. I couldn't.
See, but the crazy thing, that's what, it's just acting. Nothing like crazy happens, but like when you know that, it's weird. I mean, Candace and I did a musical called Passing Strange, and there is a song that's called We Just Had Sex. And there is a lyric that's like the guy that we're following in the musical, he like goes to Amsterdam and meets these like two women who are like all about, love and free love and like free spirited and stuff. And and there's a lyric that's like, we just had sex. It's like, that's right, all three of us. Our little brother came to the show, and he was like, hold up. He was like, that was a trip. I was like, it's just acting. Like, nothing happened. It was all like dancing with him and stuff. So like nothing crazy, but the lyrics itself, Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Acting.
And mind you, I always do wonder if there wasn't that relation there, if the director would have had something happen, which they probably would have. And I'm glad they didn't, obviously. And I know it's acting, but I'm sorry, I ain't gonna be macking on my sister.
Hell no. Oh,
Mm-mm.
Hell no. But there's like this old ass movie with like two siblings that have to play like lovers, and they do mac out. I know. I was like, what is this episode turning into?
The Island Boys. Island Boys. Island Boys.
What the hell are you singing?
You don't know about the Island Boys?
No, I don't know if I want to know.
Well, they're twin brothers, and they fucked each other.
No.
It's funny because there was one of them went on one of those like weird dating shows like Pop the Balloon or something like that, but it's super vulgar or whatnot, right? And so he's talking shit to this chick, and she's like, you can say whatever you want to me, but I didn't fuck my sibling. You know what I mean? And he's all like, look at you. And she's like, look at you. You're the one who did your brother. And he's like, but you're nobody. She's like, I'll be nobody. At least I didn't screw my brother. Like, you can't come back from that. You can't come back from that. You know what I mean? He's like, I have a porch or a Porsche or whatever. And she's like, oh, did you get that from screwing your brother? Like, how do you come back from that? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway.
Sistas Unscripted.
Sorry, Mom.
I already know. I already can hear Dee Dee hollering in her car. We'll have to talk about that because there was one episode when we were talking. She was like, She was like, there was one episode where I was like yelling at y'all in the car going, y'all look crazy. We should bring her on just
Shout
to
out
talk
to
about
Dee.
that. We should bring her on just to talk about that episode because she has
my
a very clear perspective that she says that we were wrong.
Oh,
Yeah,
All
that'll be a
three
good
of us?
episode.
Because honestly,
All 3 of us.
oh,
okay.
damn. Is Dee Dee
Mhm.
about to be a bitch? That's crazy to me. Like,
No,
I'm
she's
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
girl. Why did I have a flashback of a memory? And you know which one I'm talking about,
Did you just call my mom a bitch?
girl. Oh,
Moving on.
No, she's being bitchy. Anyway, keep going.
As we have been doing lately, I keep my notes of things that I've seen online that I think would be interesting to bring to the pod. So I actually wanted to actually no, I'll end with that one because that one was hilarious. Because William be sending me stuff and it's hilarious. I love it. But okay, so we're gonna start with this one. I saw a video and I want to ask you both. So we'll start with you, Sherelle, and Latoya. You can start thinking about this. How do you say the word? And I'm not going to say it. I'm going to spell it, and then you have to tell me how you say it.
No. This is like a
C.
caramel. Oh, it's caramel, isn't it?
No, hold, please. CRAYON. How do you say that word?
Cran. Not crayon. It's cran.
Okay, Toy.
well,
Well, don't wail me.
Don't think about it.
I mean, I would say like if it's crayon or crayon, I would say crayon.
Like cran, like cranberry.
I guess like just
Bitch,
as a
I
cran-
hate you.
it's a crayon.
She's like cran like cranberry.
And I'm like, no, crayon like Crayola crayon. Can you
You
please
guys,
pass the yellow Crayola crayon, please?
you guys know how literal I am. This ain't nothing new. But there's a whole video they were passing around crayons. So I say it crayons.
Yeah.
So and you guys say it crayon. And there was it was pretty even. There's a lot of crayon.
Well, I
and
thought we were
crayon.
talking about singular, not plural. If it's plural, then I would say how you were saying it.
Crayons.
But I say crayon.
When have you ever said crayon?
She's adopted. She's adopted.
But you guys know me. I pronounce my T's in Layton and Mountain. Okay.
Same, I do that too.
I do that too. But I don't for crayon.
Because there's no T in cran, bitch.
But crayons.
Crayon.
Oh no, now I'm gonna overthink it. Now watch me walk around with like crayons or crayons. It's like the episode in Simpsons when he's like ketchup, catsup, ketchup, catsup. And then it gets taken to the loony bin because people think that he's like lost his mind and he's talking to himself. And I'm like, no, I've done that too.
That's funny. Now that we're kind of on this, Latoya, let's start with you. How do you say BOTH?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Okay. I say it both, or well, now I'm overthinking it. I used to say both as well. But when I started traveling on the cruise ships, I had said both at one point, and they're like, both? Like both? And I'm like, yeah, both. And they're like, don't you mean both?
Oh, hell no. I hate people.
What's crazy about that is I think it's a Utah thing because a lot of people outside of Utah say both instead of both.
Like both. Wait, okay. Both or like a or a versus a O.
So, both instead of both.
Like
Both.
B-O, like bow.
Yeah, both.
Hello, I'm bothly going to go to the store. Like, is it like... I'm so confused. Y'all, maybe it is a Utah thing. I don't know, but I never even thought about that. That's crazy.
Right?
Well, I have one for you, but Candace,
Oh.
when you're done, I want to do one. Okay, I got one,
Okay.
but whenever you're done.
Go ahead.
This is more of a joke, but how would you pronounce ASMR? K. I worked with quick story about that. I worked with someone when my first job, Burger King, my manager was black. So of course people, think we're related, all that good jazz, right? So anyway, my white coworker came up to me and he wrote ask on a sticky note and he's like, Sherelle, how do you say this? And I'm like, ask. And then he's like, Teresa, how would you say this? She's like, it's axe. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway,
Okay. There is history behind that.
Really?
I can't remember it right now, but it blew my mind about that word. It's actually axe is correct.
we're gonna have to
What?
pin this, come back to this.
I know. I need to research why, because someone was talking to me about it and they're like, we were talking about ask or axe. And they're like, let me ask you a question. Like that, I wish I remember what they said. And I was like, are you for real? Like, I
That's
think
your
that was
homework.
I think that was the original way of saying it. And then once when the colonizing or some crazy stuff, it changed to ask because they wanted to sound a little bit more
More proper.
upper. Yes. So let me research that because don't quote me on that, folks, because I also could have just been a dream, and I have really intense dreams sometimes and have
Listen,
very
the
intense
dream,
conversations with folks. So
the
maybe it was
dream.
made up.
That's going to be your homework. So folks that are listening and watching, you'll have to tune into the next episode from when we do come back and readdress this conversation about ask or axe. So
Because it's
stay
fascinating,
tuned.
right?
That is fascinating. That's interesting. But I would say ask. Candace, me. For
Of
the
course you're
people
gonna say
listening.
ask.
Yeah, I say ask.
And
How do you
Latoya,
pronounce it, Latoya?
I say ask. But if I was doing a British dialect, when I was playing The Ghost of Christmas Past, I think we had to say ask.
May I ask you a question? I don't know what that was.
Ask you a question. Girl, you sound drunk. I was like, girl, it's turned out Tuesday. Been drinking that Tekyla.
No,
Tekyla.
no.
Did you guys see that video?
No.
I'm gonna make this real quick. There was a guy that went around BYU Provo and asked about like alcoholic drinks and stuff like that, and it was tequila. And so he went up to this dude. The word is tequila, and he's like, "How do you pronounce this?" And the guy's like, "Tekyla." He just looked so defeated when he saw that word. Tekyla.
I'm gonna name when I write up another screenplay or play or something. I'm gonna name one of my characters Tekyla. It's because like maybe the mom had the baby at the liquor store, and she's like, I'm gonna name up, and she's like in the hard liquor section, and she's like, they're like, what are you gonna name your baby? And she's like Tekyla. They're like, do you mean tequila? No, Tekyla.
Oh,
My gosh.
Oh my gosh, what if I make a whole series on the podcast? I'm like, Tekyla says.
Ooh, it could be
you
like
can be the
a
character.
it could be a Dear Abby column. It could be a Dear Abby column. Ask
Dear Tekyla.
Dear
Mm-mm.
Tekyla.
My
I mean,
man.
honestly, that would be really funny. We should make that a thing. So, Latoya, come up with your Tekyla character and then ask them questions to Tekyla.
Okay. So we're gonna get a little tad serious, and then we're gonna go into another funny thing before we get into like the actual topic. But just quick, this doesn't have to be a full-on conversation. But the question was, does cutting off family make you a bad person?
No,
Sherelle, I'm gonna ask you first.
no. As long as it's justified. So,
Okay. Example?
like, just because you're blood doesn't necessarily mean that you're family. So if your family is not respecting you, if they are overstepping your boundaries, if they're not, that's typically the two main things why people would cut off family is because lack of respect and lack of respect for boundaries. I guess they go hand in hand. Then yeah. But they are if it's a problem and you've addressed it and they're making steps towards, you know, towards resolving that issue. Yeah, there's going to be some relapses, but if we're progressing, then I don't necessarily think you have to, but I think it's up to everyone. So I would say as long as it's justified, and typically it's lack of respect overall when that happens. So yeah.
Toy?
I would agree. I mean, it's I don't I know that's a really really hard decision to make because, if you're a God-fearing person or if you're like a Bible reader or, you know, like family, the philosophy of like family is everything and anything you can overcome it. Blood is thicker than water. Those kinds of ideologies and things. It's not an easy decision. It's like it makes me sad, actually, like for some reason talking about it. But I also don't think that when you're raised in a family and they say like, why would you stick around with people and friends who disrespect you? Um, why would you allow that for your family to do that to you as well? So, and if it affects you and your mental health and your pursuit of happiness, it's not worth it. I always say this: you can love from a distance. It doesn't mean that they have to be in your life, but you can love them from a distance and wish them well. But I would agree
From
with
a
what Cheryl said.
distance.
Your ass is cut out of my life. Don't be
God is
calling.
watching us. God is watching us. God is
God is
watching
watching
us
us.
from a
Distant. Oh shoot!
distance.
I went to the break.
You
Oh
really did.
no! Yeah, I did.
You did.
Settle down,
What's an
Tekyla.
episode without? Oh,
Tekyla. Hold up. God is watching us. Okay. Tekyla had to go to sleep.
Next
Still
question.
workshopping. Still workshopping.
I love it. But I
Oh,
agree.
what was your thoughts?
My thoughts as in me, Candace, for people that aren't watching. Yeah, I definitely agree that it doesn't make you a bad person at all. I think especially now that I have my own children, I think it's important to help them understand that boundaries are important and boundaries can be upheld to anybody in our lives. Just because you have a spot in somebody's life doesn't give you the right to take advantage of them or to treat them any sort of way. And I think it's important for me as a mother to practice boundaries in front of them, not just to them, but to other people so that they know that when I do place boundaries, that I do uphold them outside of the home too. Because it's a rough world out there, especially nowadays. And for me personally, my mental health and my peace is so important to me because when I'm more at peace, my world all around me, including the people that are around me, just they're in line more. When I'm more at peace, my kids are more at peace because I'm treating them better. I'm not as on edge, those types of things. But no, I agree with you guys. I do think too that, but you know what? I think I would probably say, like, I do agree with you, Cheryl, about it being justified, but I also do disagree in a way because I think saying something is justified is up to interpretation because say I cut someone off and it's justifiable to me, but to them it's not justified.
No, that's fair, and I would agree with that. As long as, to clarify, as long as you yourself can justify the reasons for your own peace of mind, so
Right.
you can let go of the guilt that will come with it, um,
Right.
then I think you're fine. But
And I agree with the whole justifying it for yourself and I don't even know if justifying it is the right word for me personally. I would say more I'm more me personally, if I'm cutting someone off, I'd want to be more at peace with the idea. And I guess technically it's kind of the same thing. And I know what you're saying. What you're saying is more or less what I'm saying as well, but I would probably use I'm at peace with it more as I feel justified.
sure,
And
different words,
you know what I
different
mean?
things for people. Sure.
So, but I also agree with what you were saying, Latoya, that there's a lot of, God-fearing people, me being one of those people. I've cut off people in my life before, and it's been it took me a long time to get to that point where there was a lot of guilt and a lot of shame, but with a lot of, I mean, it's a bigger conversation, and I think maybe one day we can dive into that. But long story short, I agree with you guys, and I think at the end of the day, we need to take care of ourselves. And while some people might say and think that that's selfish, I personally believe that if I'm not taking care of myself, then everything else that I'm taking care of doesn't fall in line. Everything just becomes chaotic. And I don't want to live in chaos. It's not fun. I've lived a lot
Yeah.
of my life in chaos, and no thank you. I don't, if I can cut things off that don't serve me, then what do you say, Latoya? C'est la vie.
Say la vie, saying, I'm tired of being a victim of shame.
You're
Sorry,
so funny.
Yeah, but if any of you bitches cut me off, I will find you and I will force my way in.
That
So
is
it'll
scary.
never happen. Okay?
eyelash.
I know. It's like,
It's like
She's
me
gonna fly
talking through
away.
my curls.
Exactly.
That's
Because
hilarious.
as siblings, we can always work it out.
That's true. We have had our moments, and even times where I would say there's been times when some of us have not spoken, and not a long time, but a little bit, but we always figure it out, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But back to some lightheartedness. Let me find the video that our brother sent because he's hilarious. I'm not going to show you guys the video, but I'm going to play it in the microphone and see if you guys remember what this is. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Let me pause it. Shut up.
Ship my pants, you're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad. I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie. I just shipped my bed.
So you're telling my knickers right here in Kmart?
That's right. Kmart sells knickers right here in the store.
That's incredible.
I know. And Kmart has knickers for all occasions.
I bought some work knickers for the yard.
I have my lazy knickers for lounging around the house, and I bought some knickers for my boyfriend's birthday.
I need a part of the commercial.
I got me some dancing knickers.
Yes, it is.
Wait a minute, what did he say? Aw, knickers, please. But what if I can't make it to the store?
No problem. Just go online and Kmart will ship your knickers to you anywhere in the world. By boat.
Huh, perfect.
Come to Kmart.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell?
That was those, and the thing says old Kmart commercials, and no one was offended. The next one, I'm not going to play the rest because I thought that was enough. But the rest of this commercial is them playing, I think, Jingle Bells, but it's guys doing it with their ding dongs.
Those cannot be real.
It's a Joe Boxer Jingle Bell commercial. Yes, I remember seeing these commercials. They were real
I
commercials.
must have blocked
It was a
them
different
out.
time back then.
It really was, because the Knickers one, that was crazy.
I don't remember that part ever. I remember
it.
stopping at the I just shit my bed.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that. I think they're two separate commercials. They're two separate commercials. The one with the ship my pants, and the other one with the Knickers.
Oh, dang. My brain like fixed everything, and I heard everything.
Exactly.
I hate that.
Isn't that crazy? I'm
The
going to
whole
send it to
thing,
you guys.
I was gagged. That's crazy.
Right? And I remember those things back in the day, and it's like, it was a different time, because there's no way they could get away with a commercial like that these days.
No, we burn all the Walmarts down.
They would have been canceled. But the guy that was like,
you know what? But here's the thing.
please.
The funny part about being canceled with the Knickers is black people probably think it's funny. It's the white people that would get offended for us, and then they would cancel everyone else, while the black people are like, dude, it was a fucking joke. Like, calm down. They're like, but you should be mad, and because you're not mad, I'm gonna be mad for you because you don't need to be oppressed. Cancel Kmart.
Get Walmart on the phone.
I want to speak to your manager, your manager's manager, the CEO, and I want free groceries for black people. And you can call me Karen.
Oh my gosh, you're giving Dave Chappelle right now.
Oh my gosh, I'll take that as a compliment, bitch.
But oh my gosh, the little kid that was like, I shit my pants too.
I was like, dang. That's funny.
Oh my gosh, it reminded me of, I don't know if it was in Living Color or if it was Mad TV, but remember when they said have a Sniggers?
Oh yeah, I think that was Mad TV.
Because I don't think in Living Color did that. But do you remember that?
I do remember.
There's I don't know if you guys have seen the commercial, but there's it's not a commercial. This guy, I don't know if he's an influencer or whatnot. He's definitely from Utah, but he basically was calling people that drink swig, calling them swiggers. I was like,
See, I wonder if he meant swingers, because there's a lot of swingers in Utah.
girl, we know what he meant.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I love also, like, I have nails right now, and do you like how I'm like talking with my nails?
I have noticed that. Like, now you need to do this ASMR.
Oh my god! Wait, hold up.
Hold on, I'm there with my nubs.
Not the nubs. Is that Lysol?
Sure is. It gets stinky down here when there's 3 people down here, but you know what? I'll be honest, I think the stank is me.
Oh,
dang. Did you just ship your pants?
She just shipped her pants.
I just shipped my knickers.
You guys, that's so funny. William's gonna love this episode.
Yes,
You're welcome, Will. Keep sending him.
He's probably saying, "You're welcome, sisters."
You know,
Sisters.
that is so true. Thanks, brother. Thanks. We appreciate that. He's always sending stuff, and I love it. So, but anyways, let's get into what we were going to discuss.
Oh wait, 2 seconds, because I have a blackronym. This is a long one, so you guys might want to write this down.
Dang it, I don't have a pen.
You got a phone.
True. All right.
Okay.
The audacity that you felt right there, Latoya.
Okay. G is in girl, Y is in yellow, F is in Frank, A is in alpha, I is in igloo, T is in Tom, H is in Henry, R is in Rick, N is in Knicker, B is in boy. Hang on. I is in igloo, B is in boy, T is in Tom, S is in Sam, O is in Oprah, U is in umbrella.
Okay, get your fucking ass in the house right now before I bust the shit out of you?
Beat.
Oh. Beat the shit out of you. Okay. Dang, that took me no time. Less than 2 minutes, okay?
That was quick, because I was like, huh? That was good, Latoya. That was...
Now, how would Tekyla say it? Or Tequila? How would Tequila say it?
Get your fucking ass in the house right now before I beat the shit out of you.
Okay, black moms.
Let's get into the questions. We have some of our awesome followers that have asked us some questions on our Instagram page that have DM'd us, and we're going to answer some of those questions here. So
I don't feel like we have time for a lot, so maybe like we could do 3 questions. I think that's good.
Okay. Well, this is from...
Hit it, middle sis.
Okay, focus. All right. This is from Ralph Wayne Club. He says, I can move to the Salt Lake City area as my job has a campus there. Cool. I'm double minority black, and I live in the Phoenix area now. What can I expect as a black man in Utah?
Toya, you want to go first?
Sherelle, how about you start?
Okay.
I think you want to go first.
What does double minority mean? Like double black minority. What does that mean?
I don't know. I wish
Should
I
I
knew
Google
too.
this?
I've never heard that either.
It's
I'm
it
double
says
minority
double
black.
black minority.
No, I'm double minority black.
Double minority black.
It says double minority generally refers to individuals belonging to two distinct minority groups. And then it says commonly describing Black women who navigate both racial Black and gender woman marginalization simultaneously.
I hope people aren't listening to this and they're like, those bitches really are from Utah. You don't know what double
But you know,
minority mean.
but you know what the thing is,
Double
we
black
are-
minority.
but the thing is, we are from Utah, and there's stuff that we know, and there's stuff that we don't know, and honestly, I'm not going to continue allowing myself to not. I don't know everything, and I'm okay with not knowing everything. And it's like, if you're mad at me for not knowing something because it's not how I was raised or the environment that I was raised in, I think that says more about you than it does about us. So
I mean,
That's fair.
and here's the thing: some people some Black folks don't even know what code switching is. So it's like tit for
that
tat,
part.
right? Like it's.
It's fair.
I agree with everything you said. Like, we don't know everything and we shouldn't know everything. So it keeps us curious, and
Yeah.
knowledge is power. So we, as we went and dived into learning about what that meant, and it makes,
thank
now when
you.
you put it like that, it makes sense. And he's in Phoenix right now, and he's coming to Utah. So I'm like, Phoenix probably has more Black folks in it. But my answer would be, I don't think it's going to be a little bit different, but what you're learning, your experience in Phoenix is probably going to be something similar to Utah. It's just maybe less Black folks that you're going to see around. It's probably going to be a culture shock because of LDS culture here. And I mean, people are hella nice. Like, they will say some crazy shit to your face with a smile on.
Passive aggressiveness for sure.
Passive aggressive is the way here. And I mean, there's some beautiful things and everything, but like I always say, find your community quick when you get here. Find the Black folks that are here, because there's a lot of people that moved here from different states and love it here and found their community. So
If you
I
don't
would
mind,
say that.
if I could interject for a second, something
Mhm.
that they could start getting themselves involved in is Our Sundays. They do lots of awesome things for the Black community. They have a summer cookout. They do skiing and snowboarding over the winter time. I know that they're doing a pickleball. I don't know if it's a tournament or if they're just doing lessons. They do golf. They get our people together, which is amazing. And I went to the cookout last year, and it was so beautiful to see all of the amazing Black people that came out. And you know, it wasn't just Black people; it was mostly Black folks. But you know, there was white folks there that supported Black folks, but it was mostly Black people, and there was a lot of, you know, the boots on the ground type dancing. It was a lot of fun. Like Latoya was saying, just really find your community. And there's also a group for Salt Lake City Black professionals, and there's a lot of communication that happens there as well. So I would say get involved in those two things. But I agree with what Latoya said. There's a lot of nice people here, but a lot of that niceness is there's a difference between being nice and being kind, and that niceness is very passive aggressive and usually comes with something, and that's based off of my personal experience. But you know, there are a lot of kind people too. So don't get me wrong, it's not all all bad or whatnot, but it is definitely going to be a culture shock. I would say it would be similar in some ways to Phoenix, but I think it's going to be more culture shock because, again, the LDS religion, and you're not going to be able to buy alcohol in the regular stores. You're going to have to go to a state liquor store to get that stuff. Things are going to be closed on Sundays, that type of thing. You're going to be stared at because a lot of people here, white folks in particular, don't see us really, and when they do, they just stare. As Latoya said before in one of our videos, take a picture, it'll last you longer.
Amen.
But anyways, continue, Toya. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just had
No, I mean, I think that answers the question and everything. So Ralph, we hope that you'll come visit. I mean, there's some beautiful stuff. If you love nature, the canyons are like not that far away. I would say go outdoors, go check out the mountains, go check out the canyons, go check out Great Salt Lake, go check out the salt flats. It's like some of the most unique, just environmental stuff here in Utah to go check out. If you're in southern Utah, then all the national parks are there. Bryce Canyon, Zion's Canyon. Moab is a little bit farther, I think, southeast. And then, of course, downtown Salt Lake. The nightlife isn't as poppin' as it used to be back before COVID happened. But there's some cool places. Just be expecting that you ain't gonna get drunk off of one drink. And the drinks are expensive, because liquor laws are crazy. So,
Oh, and one thing, and this is something that I've heard a lot of people say that have come into Utah. So you can't just have an alcoholic beverage without food. You have to order food while you're having a drink. They won't let
It
you
actually
just buy.
depends on it depends on where you're at. That's why, like, if you serve alcohol, it has to be either labeled as a bar or labeled as a restaurant. If it's labeled as a restaurant,
Interesting.
you have to have food. The food
mhm.
has to. I used to bartend and serve alcohol. So if it's a restaurant, you have to order food and the food has to touch the table first. But if it's a bar, then obviously you're there to drink. So you can do whatever, but no doubles, absolutely no doubles. Everything as far as alcohol is very micromanaged here in Utah, down
Yes.
to the clicks.
But it's crazy because there's some really good breweries here. So if you like beer, there's some really cool breweries that you can go check out and stuff. Bar versus restaurant is a huge thing here, and that will help determine where you can go just for a drink or other places where you have to get food at before you get your drink. So,
Well, enjoy Utah when you come here. So hopefully maybe we'll see you at one of the Our Sunday events at some point.
all right.
Next question.
From in_his_voice_podcast. What's up? Another podcast. They said, I have my sister's greetings. I don't know what that means. But great.
But greetings.
Oh, greetings, friend. I used to come to Salt Lake City and Ogden for work almost once every 6 weeks, and I could never find Black people or a good spot for me to go hang out that might be a good vibe for Black people over the age of 35. I'll be back in June for a conference. Any recommendations? And I think the one that you mentioned, Candace, I mean,
Our Sundays.
yeah, our Sundays, but I do know this year's cookout is in July.
But it depends on when they come in June because Juneteenth. So
Amen. That's
so
true.
and they usually, I know that I can't, I think it's Meadow Creek. I'd have to find out, but where we went last year, they usually have stuff going on there, and a lot of the Black folks be turning up over there. So it really depends on when you're coming, but I would still go into the Salt Lake City Black Professionals group me. So if you're really interested in really wanting to kind of be part of the Black Utah scene here, send us another DM and we can send you the link to be invited into the group. And also you could follow Our Sundays. They have activities and things like that for Black folks. And I know there's a lot of other things. We have Black Chamber as well that do things, but I don't know much about them. I would like to know more about them, but in time.
Yes. I think that's great. Yeah. I just replied to him to let him know, like, hey, Juneteenth activities are going to be popping.
Do we have anything else or questions or even just comments of people saying anything?
Well, I mean, here's a funny one. Solomon Morris, he said, I want a Black girl from Utah that wants me, and I live in Florida. That's the
It's giving
emoji.
it's giving Megan the Stallion.
Well, Solomon Morris, I don't know how to respond to that, but
I'm
You know
sure.
what? If someone is actually serious about that, if they've got Facebook, there's a few single over 40 or single in Utah or whatnot groups. So they could be like, hey, I'm coming to Utah. I'm looking to date. Who's trying to hit me up? You might get some silence and you might get some busted ones, but hey, you
Hey,
tried.
but
You know what I
but you
mean?
know what? But you know what? You have to get through a lot of the fish in the sea
Bullshit.
before you find the real fish that you want to end up with, right? I was trying to be kind of PC on that. I didn't want to be a jerk. But is there anything else we want to check out, or is that it for today?
well, here's a fun one. This is from Benjamin Erie, I think is how you say it. Can I take the youngest one on a date? Oh, girl! Getting us on a date. On
Listen,
that.
I've been seeing that a lot. Actually, I've been seeing a lot for both of y'all lately.
Girl, and you too.
I've seen a couple, but like I've seen a lot for you guys. And I'm like, okay, look at my sisters. People catching feelings for these two. I love it. So, Sherelle, with that said, are you single?
Guys, we've already talked about this. I
But
am good.
maybe.
Thank you.
Oh, you're good. But
Oh
that
no, I'm
doesn't.
good on the date. I don't need anything. I've talked about my boyfriend before.
Sorry,
Well,
Benjamin.
who knows if they've even gotten to that part of the podcast? Because we have quite a few episodes out now.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, guys. The only person who is single is Candace, so direct all that to her.
Yeah, I'm not looking right now. So I'm a single mama. And if the right one comes along, possibly maybe I'll entertain it. But as of right now, ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nope.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody. But you know what time it is? It's time to wrap it up.
It's time to wrap it up. So let's go to our joy of the week. Let's start with you, LaToya.
My joy of the week is it's my birthday this week. Hey, it's my birthday this week. Another glorious birthday. And I love my birthday. And I'm excited to have another year of life. Hopefully more wisdom and abundance and continued success and happiness and clarity. And yeah, that's my joy. Birthday.
Sherelle, what's your joy?
Okay, I've got two, and they all happened today. I went to pole today, and I was able to climb up the pole, like the whole pole. So I was pretty proud of myself for climbing up the whole pole. And then I took a side gig. There's a barber shop kiosk in the airport. And there's one particular person I don't necessarily care for, but we got a new girl and she's from Austin and she knows the owner and she was brought in to be the manager. Anyway, she's black and all of us are black and it was just so much fun. And I was like, guys, this doesn't happen. Like, I'm from Utah. Like, I don't even know this many black people. Like, this is sick. Like, this is so dope. And they're all like, oh, for real? Like give me a high like dude had his hand out like this and I thought he was gonna high five me and I was like high five and he's like, girl, we gonna teach you some stuff. I'm like, I'm ready. Teach me how to fit in. And yeah, they thought it was, I mean, they didn't think it was like weird in a judgmental way, but like Utah has no black people. And they're like, I'm from Utah. Well, I said that. I'm like, oh, it makes sense. So, yeah. And I'm like, and the black people that are there is like my family. That's it. So, like, anyway, so that was really cool.
The amount of times I've heard that saying when you tell people you're from Utah and they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. If I had $1 for every time I heard that,
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
oh, okay.
Or the other. I didn't believe it, but that's really who you are.
Honestly, I did have one of the guys that works there today. He was like, so you basically telling me you like a white girl trapped in a black girl's body? And I'm like, I mean, sure, I guess we could say that, but I'm more familiar with white culture than I am with black culture. So like,
I mean,
He's probably looking at you like blink once. If you
it's like, is this a get out situation?
with the teacup.
honestly, that's probably where that thing came from. No, that's probably not where the idea came from. Maybe he came to Utah.
I mean,
Mhm. Anyway, that's my joys of the week. Who's
That's
next?
cool. Candace, what's your joy of the week?
well, it was Mother's Day a few days ago, and I know that we're celebrating as a family this upcoming weekend, but my kids really, really they really loved me, and I felt really loved that day. And I loved the presents that they got me. One of my favorite gifts that I got, I'm going to show it. And for those that are listening, you'll just have to watch the podcast in order to know what it is. I mean, you'll know what it is because we're going to talk about it, but you're going to have to see it. What do you think it is? Any ideas?
Some sort of something that can't be bought, something that was made.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Okay.
like a puppet that they made of you.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That is hilarious. I mean, not like funny, but that's crazy. You know what? It's interesting because obviously your kids are your kids and they know you, right? But like
That is
Isaiah really knows you.
amazing.
Like he's paying attention. And of course Olivia is too, but like
It when
that's good.
I was just like,
Did
he
you
knows.
cry?
I did. I
I
did.
love
I
that.
love how Isaiah made Michael Jackson looking like a Disney prince.
He does though.
It's giving Prince Eric and Michael Jackson.
Yes. I'm like, instead of it's Shamona.
I've heard people say it's like their new vocal stem. See
Oh,
that
see
girl.
that girl.
And then there's another vocal stem where they say, oh, he's like, oh, what is it? It's in Bad. It's at the end, and I do it all the time.
You know I'm smooth. I'm
No,
bad. Is it that one?
no. You know,
I'm
you
bad.
know,
You know.
come
Come
on,
on.
and the whole
And the
world wants
whole world
to
answer right now, but
and
tell you once
once
again.
again, who's bad?
Who's bad? Dun, 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 dun.
But this was my
Wow.
joy, and
Oh.
you know, I've now seen Michael in the theaters 4 times, and I have no shame for that. It has brought me so much joy seeing that movie. It's given me like a rejuvenation and it's remotivated me in a lot of ways. And seeing my kids love him like as much as I do is really cool because it only proves how generational Michael Jackson is as an artist. I mean, and I was thinking about this, and then we'll wrap this up. But I was thinking about this. I was born in 83. Thriller came out, I think, in 82 or 83. So I grew into his music. And he was born, I think, in 58. And he started, I think, performing at 5. So even like you think about it, even mom and dad, they were little kids when he was younger, but they were still younger than Michael. But then my kids now, like it's how many generations later? So you have mom, you have grandma, like their parents, then our parents, and then me, and then my kids. That's 4 generations right there of Michael Jackson. It's kind of cool. And listen, my kids know how to do the moonwalk. I'm like, can y'all teach me? Because I
Well,
don't
of
know.
course, you got a fucking future Jabberwocky as a son. So, of course, he knows how to do of course, I would expect nothing less.
Well, then Olivia will be doing flips.
Oh my
So,
goodness, she's so close having a back handspring. And I'm so excited to see her at her recital on Saturday. And I'm excited you guys get to
I'm
see her.
excited.
That is my joy. And with that said, we want to know what your guys' joy
No,
is.
we have Latoya.
No, I did that. My
Yeah,
birthday.
you did her
Oh,
joy.
yeah, that's
Your
right.
birthday.
I'm sorry. I forgot.
my
My bad. Sorry.
That's-
I was
I
like,
mean,
we can't
that's
forget
sweet.
about Latoya, but
That's sweet though that you were thinking about the middle sister.
and yet still forgotten.
Oh.
damn it.
Oh my gosh. But with that said, we want to know what your guys' joy is as well. So send us a DM or send us an email at sistersunscripted@gmail.com because we would love to know what your guys' joy is too. So let us know. Then also, we would love it if you guys would give us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. Thank you so much for being here and joining us for another episode. We really are just so grateful for all the growth that we've had recently. We've had so many new followers lately. I think we're now over 16,000 on Facebook. We are over 7,000 followers on Instagram. I think we're at 6,500, I think, on TikTok. Just grateful that you guys are here and listening and watching. And so thank you. It really means a lot to us. We will also leave the number in the show description. One of these days, I know I say this all the time, I'm going to memorize it. I haven't memorized and then I forget when I'm talking. But I'll put it in there. But we want to hear from you guys. Send us a DM, email, or a text message or a voicemail. But do you guys have anything to say to take us out?
Yeah, sisters out. Sisters out. I keep saying that, but y'all ain't joining. Sistas.
Sistas. Oh, what I said, sisters.
Sisters out.
Sisters out.
out.
And Tekyla. Oh.
Okay, bye.